Hey guys, and welcome back to Triples with Dip. Today I'll be bringing you a Town Hall 9 GoHo strategy video. I personally think the GoHo attack is OP still. Supercell have done their best to try and nerf the attack, but I'm not gonna complain. I still use it in around 80 to 90% of my Town Hall 9 attacks. So let's first start off with how I plan my own GoHo attacks. I first try to guess where the Teslas and obviously more importantly the double giant bombs could be. If you didn't know, 2 giant bombs can take out your whole entire pack of hogs. I next try to work out how I can lure the CC. This was especially important before the poison spell came out. People would have a couple of wizards in the CC and they would absolutely wreck hogs. Next I try to plan how I'm going to kill the enemy Archer Queen. With war-based designs at Town Hall 9, a lot of people are putting their double giant bombs on the total opposite side of the Archer Queen, so it's very hard to trigger the double giant bombs and kill the Archer Queen with your kill squad, so you need to think of unique ways or different ways to take out both. I've actually seen some Archer Queens follow a pack of hogs right around the map and take more than 80% of them out. If that happens, pretty much a failed attack straight away. With all this information, you then want to sort out where you're going to start your kill squad. Your kill squad is obviously your initial troops that either take out the giant bombs or the Archer Queen, and they include the golems, wizards, warbreakers, and potentially Archer Queen, depending on how you want to use her in the raid. You then want to sort out the pathing of your hogs. What I mean by that is you want to predict where your hogs are going to jump throughout the war battle. Obviously, hogs target defences, so they're a lot easier to predict than other troops. Once you've predicted where your hogs are going to jump, you can have a rough idea of where your heal spells are going to be needed. At this point, you're probably wondering, how on earth am I going to plan an attack and successfully execute it when it comes time to attack? The best way I've found is to actually draw on the base you plan to attack. On your device, take a screenshot of the base you plan to hit, email it to yourself, upload it somewhere, etc. But your main goal is to get it onto your desktop. There are actually phone apps that can do what I'm about to describe, but I find it easier on the computer. On Windows, I recommend using MS Paint. On the Mac, I believe you can use Preview. What you want to do is first draw in the traps, or where you think the traps are going to be. In this example, I actually know where the traps are going to be, as the base has already been attacked. You then need to sort out where you're going to start your kill squad. On this base, I would start it on the northeast side of the base, basically because once you get over that first compartment, you can take out the double giant bombs. The queen will aggro onto your kill squad and you'll be able to kill her, and you'll also be able to kill the CC troops. On my map you can see lots of different colours. Just quickly, the blue circles are the bombs, the T's are the Teslas. The white lines are where I would drop my golems. I would drop the 2 outside golems first, followed by my wizards, and then Archer Queen, which is the purple. You want to drop your golems first so the defences don't start killing your wizards or your Archer Queen. I would then place a jump spell where the green circle is. Obviously the golems would jump into the compartment with the Archer Tower, Hidden Tesla and Cannon. Unfortunately the CC would still not be pulled. By now though, the wizards and Archer Queen should have killed off all the trash buildings, so you could drop your CC golem and BK. I wouldn't drop my BK till all the trash buildings on that side have been destroyed, otherwise your BK could walk all the way around the base and potentially ruin your raid. Once those 3 defences go down, the CC will start to come out and you need to use your poison spell, obviously where the orange circle is. Once your BK jumps into the middle compartment, you want to drop your rage, and he will help kill off any ground CC troops and then easily kill off the enemy Archer Queen, which would have aggroed onto either a golem or the BK himself. Obviously throughout the raid you want to be watching your hero's health. you definitely don't want to waste the hero's abilities. Sometimes it can be the difference between a triple or a fail. Next, you want to plan where you're going to drop your hogs. As you can see, he chose to come in with 24 hogs. Personally, I would have wanted to take 27 hogs, 6 wizards and 1 goblin. Obviously the rest of the troops and spells are the same. We next need to plan our pathing for our hogs. Obviously at this point of the raid, our kill squad has taken out the core of the base. Depending on how long your Archer Queen lived, she may have actually taken out both the expos on this base. So the hogs on the southeast side would obviously jump into the building they initially target and funnel down towards the south of the base. The southwest hogs would do a similar thing but funnel towards the north of the base. So eventually all your hogs will end up at the north archer tower if it's still up. Obviously you need to use your heals accordingly. There's bombs where my yellow circles are, so I predicted I may need them there depending on where my hogs jump. But depending on your kill squad, you may only need 1 heal on this raid. I would then drop my goblin on the gold storage on the southwest side and my wizard on one of the builder's hut depending on where my hogs were headed. Hopefully at this point of the raid you have over a minute left for your hogs to clean up all the trash buildings, and there you go, easy 3-star. Next up we have an attack from my Town Hall 9 account and a live attack from my good friend Deerhunter. So Deerhunter, we met in Brothers. The attack is actually from Brothers. He went back there for a war. We do like to go back there, sometimes war, sometimes say hello, etc. We did make a lot of good friends there, etc. We were there for over a year, and Deer decided to move his account elsewhere, see what's up in the world. He ended up at Exclusive Nation and my Town Hall 9 account followed him, so that's basically how I got to Exclusive Nation. Once I had finished recording his attacks, I thought to myself, what would be the best way to showcase his attacks? Obviously I could upload the video and do a voiceover like I usually do for my war recaps, etc. But I thought interviewing Deer and asking him why he done certain things would help others plan their attacks and hopefully teach them a trick or two. I will now play that interview for you. So I have Deerhunter with me. He's going to explain a little about his attacks. His first attack is a GoHo attack on base number 8. Without further ado, here he is. Hello, Deerhunter.
Hello.
How's it going?
Good. You?
Yeah, good, mate. So first off, tell us, what is GoHo? What does it stand for, etc.? What do you do? What do you look for?
So GoHo is just a complication of of troops. The Go stands for golems and the Ho stands for hogs. Um, Before there used to be like GoHo Wee Wee. That used to be like golem, hogs, wizards, and witches. That has kind of went away as like the poison spell came out. Um, GoHo, you pretty much want to look for an easy base that you can just, the hogs will wreck, that you can take out the queen and your hogs won't be affected. Also, you want to look for how you can avoid double giant bombs, as a update that came out a long time ago did double the damage on hogs. So you really want to look for that and how you can avoid those. A lot of time you can avoid those with your squad, which would be your golems and your heroes.
So how, obviously this doesn't happen in your attack, but how would you attack a base which has the Archer Queen on one side of the base and double giant bombs on the other side of the base?
Yeah, a lot of the modern bases actually have that now. They have the Archer Queen on the one side of the base and the double giant bombs on the other side. People do that mainly just to avoid and make it really hard to get the double giant bombs and the queen, and it it really confuses people on how to get that. Um, Now, how you would attack a base like that, usually you would start on a side that has a possible double giant bomb location, and you would jump into the compartment of the queen. Sometimes you need 2 jumps to get there and get it done. Other players don't even think about going from the other side and just uh, get the double giant bombs in the queen and then just hog from the other side. Also, some people just go straight for the queen and worry about the double giant bombs as they raid, and that takes a lot of planning, as you have to avoid that, and you only have a limited amount of spells to do that, so it gets pretty tricky.
Yes, very good points there. So let's get on to your first attack. Why did you decide to start where you obviously started the attack?
Well, I decided to attack on the northeast side because it was a scouted base, and the former attacker actually uh, showed a double giant bomb, and I decided to come from that spot as I knew that would trigger a double giant bomb and take care of the king, plus the clan castle, and I could take care of the queen after. So I came in from the top. I put 2 golems by the cannon and uh, 2 golems by each cannon, and then one by the archer tower just to the left a bit. That was just to help the funnel and get rid of that extra defense.
Hey guys, it's me again. So unfortunately, the rest of the phone conversation is not playing on my computer for some reason. I've tried converting it and doing other things to it, but for the life of me, I can't get it going. I spoke to Deerhunter and told him about it, but he seemed a bit too shy to redo the phone conversation, which is fair enough. It might have been my fault. I did show him a bit of the video and how his voice sounded. I think it sounds perfectly fine, and I'm going to leave in the conversation that does play because there's a lot of good information there, but I'll continue to talk about his raid. He drops a jump spell in the core of the base, then a rage on his kill squad along with a poison spell to take care of the CC troops. He wants his kill squad to jump through and take care of the Archqueen. Luckily the BK actually does that, jumps perfectly towards her, easily kills her. He then drops a giant to tank and comes in with 18 different hogs from 4 different locations on the southeast side. If you notice, he's actually saved 4 hogs, so he drops another giant to tank and drops those remaining 4 hogs. He wants to get rid of that compartment of defences. I believe there's a few spring traps there. He doesn't want his whole pack to go in there and die. Uses his heal on the left of the core. And only a few buildings left. Archqueen's still pretty much alive, hitting a wall as she does best. All the defences go down, and easy job for the hogs. I interrupt the raid by typing he's got it. Sorry about that, but as you can see, it's only clean up, so we didn't miss anything. Great attack there. I still don't think he needed that last heal spell, but I'm glad he used it. You don't want to be stingy with your resources in war or be cocky. You basically don't want to be that guy that lost the war for your clan. And especially now that Supercell have changed the draw in terms of destruction percentage, you could easily lose just by not getting that 1 extra star. All in all, great attack there. The next attack is my GoHo attack. It was on the recent war versus Ask Clan. I will be sure to bring you all those raids. I decide to attack from the east side of the base, as it's the closest towards the double giant bombs. The double giant bombs are between the air defense and the expo, right where the Archqueen is. So by coming in from the east side, I can guarantee I'll take out the Archqueen, BK depending on where he runs. On my kill squad, the golem doesn't actually funnel into the middle of the base. That was a bit of a mistake. The warbreakers broke the wall in the wrong place, but it didn't affect the raid at all. The CC comes out and I raged my Archqueen. I wanted to quickly take down the balloons. The loons can actually take out the Archqueen. My Archqueen did have the help of a poison spell to take down the CC. As you can see, the giants actually jumped into the compartment where the double giant bombs are, which is perfect. I then start my hog drop. I decide to drop my hogs in 6 different locations. By doing this, I pretty much want to spread out the hog damage throw out as many defenses as possible and take them down at the same time. Unfortunately, my first 2 packs of hogs hit a spring trap and a lot of them killed. I initially wanted that top wizard tower to go down at the same time as the other defenses, but luckily enough I have a lot of hogs left and it doesn't affect the raid in the end. My heroes are pretty much full health and no defenses left, basically just clean up from here. All in all, I did think it was a good GoHo attack, but on a personal note, I was a bit disappointed with my wallbreaker drop. Next time I'll drop them a little bit lower so they hit that corner wall junction and have all my golems funnel into the base. But fortunately enough, the golem was a good tank for the bottom wizard, so maybe that was something that worked in my favour. Alright guys, that ends the strategy video. Just wanted to give a special thanks to Deerhunter. And guys, if you have any questions, please leave them below about using GoHo or anything in general. Please remember to subscribe, like the video, and until next time, peace.